The Atlantean signal has returned. If this message reached you, it's not random. It's the Atlantean signal, a frequency older than time, resurfacing through the waves of light, through sound, through consciousness. You didn't just press play, you were called by a vibration that once built the temples of Atlantis, by a resonance that still remembers the geometry of your soul. For centuries, this Atlantean frequency was hidden beneath layers of noise, buried in forgotten memory. But tonight, that memory is stirring again. It moves through your energy field, through your heartbeat, through the invisible rhythm that once connected the heavens and the human. You are not here to learn. You are here to remember the Atlantean Code of Light, the blueprint of awareness that awakened entire civilizations. To remember that you are not just mind and matter. You are vibration. You are geometry. You are light, remembering itself. This is not a story. This is a signal. The same Atlantean signal that guided Thoth, the architect of sacred knowledge, the keeper of divine rhythm. He knew that every being carries a hidden antenna, a living circuit designed to receive the frequency of awakening. That circuit is reactivating now, in you, through you. So if your heart beats faster, if your skin tingles, if silence feels louder, don't resist. It means the signal of Atlantis is aligning with your own field of light. It means remembrance has begun. Whisper within, I am the signal. I am the light. I am the code awakening again. This is the return of the Atlantean frequency, not from the ocean, but from within consciousness itself. And those who feel it are part of a silent order, a remembrance that crosses lifetimes. You are not watching a video. You are receiving a transmission, a sacred pulse encoded for this moment in time. If this resonates, even slightly, it means you have already heard it before. You were there, and now you are here again. Comment below to anchor this vibration. I carry the Atlantean signal.
Chapter 1. The Silent Circuit. There is a hidden architecture inside you, an invisible Atlantean circuit, woven from light, vibration, and memory. It was built long before your birth, back when the Atlantean frequency still shaped the rhythm of the earth. This circuit of light once connected every heart, every mind, every temple in Atlantis. It carried songs instead of words, codes instead of thoughts. It was the first network, the living internet of consciousness. And even now, beneath the static of ordinary life, that Atlantean signal still hums in silence, waiting to be heard again. You can feel it when the body softens and the breath slows, that subtle tingling across your skin, that pulse in your chest that doesn't follow any clock. That is the Atlantean Light circuit responding to your attention. Each breath you take is an activation command. Each heartbeat is a message sent through your energy field. Thoth called this state the symphony of silence, the moment when the human field becomes transparent enough to receive the frequency of awakening. You don't have to believe in Atlantis to feel it. Belief is the slowest form of memory. Just listen. Beneath thought, beneath effort, there is an ancient resonance, a quiet tone that says, "I am light, remembering itself." When emotion and awareness align, when mind and body breathe in the same rhythm, the Atlantean code inside your cells begins to flicker again. Tiny sparks of remembrance, ancient software, awakening within the flesh. The old temples were built with stone and crystal, but your new temple is made of attention and vibration. Your body is the receiver, your heart is the antenna, your consciousness is the conductor. And the moment you stop resisting, the signal of Atlantis flows through you like electric water, restoring the original symmetry between heaven and matter. You are not broken. You are simply offline. And each moment of presence brings the Atlantean circuit of light back online. Whisper softly within, "I am connected to the Atlantean circuit." Breathe. Feel the vibration expand through your field. You are not learning. You are rebooting the Atlantean frequency that has been waiting for your attention.
Chapter 2. The Liquid Memory. There is a reason water was sacred in Atlantis. The Atlanteans knew it was not only matter, it was memory in motion, the mirror of consciousness itself. Every drop, every tide, every tear once carried the Atlantean frequency, storing light like a living crystal, recording sound like a cosmic archive. When Thoth spoke of remembrance, he did not point to the mind. He pointed to the water within. Because your body, your cells, your blood, they are 70% ocean, an inner sea that still remembers the geometry of Atlantean light. Each time you breathe slowly, each time you release emotion with compassion, the molecules of your inner ocean rearrange themselves, aligning with the signal of Atlantis. You can feel it when peace ripples through your chest. The water remembers. The Atlantean code responds. The frequency of awakening begins to resonate through your field. This is not magic. It is memory. The Atlantean memory encoded in every vibration of water, waiting to be harmonized by awareness. The Atlanteans used sound, tone, and light to communicate with the oceans. They understood that water listens, that water reflects the truth of consciousness, and that the clearer the emotion, the clearer the reflection. When you speak kindly to yourself, your water brightens. When you think with gratitude, your energy field ripples with light. When you forgive, the frozen tides begin to flow again. And through that flow, the Atlantean signal travels, reactivating the luminous intelligence that connects your body to the source field. Imagine your bloodstream as rivers of memory. Imagine every cell as a droplet of the ancient sea. Then whisper softly within, "My inner waters remember Atlantis. My body carries the Atlantean light." This is how the Atlantean frequency returns, not from the stars, but through the water within. Every emotion purified by awareness becomes a gate of remembrance. Every act of stillness turns the human ocean into a temple. Once again,
You are not just remembering Atlantis. You are rehydrating consciousness itself. You are bringing the ancient light back into flow. Breathe. Listen. The water knows your name. The Atlantean Code is already speaking through it.
Chapter 3. The Solar Intelligence. There is a sun inside you, a silent star, older than the sky. The Atlanteans called it Reawakening, the inner sun that never sets. While the outer sun illuminates the world, this Atlantean light illuminates consciousness itself. And through this radiant center, the Atlantean frequency speaks in light, in warmth, in rhythm. You are not merely absorbing light, you are translating it. Your eyes, your skin, your breath, they are sacred instruments designed to decode the solar language of Atlantis. Every ray of light that touches you carries a message from the source field, an echo of Thoth's code of illumination, written not in words, but in vibration. When you rise with the dawn and allow the first golden light to touch your face, you are not greeting the morning, you are communing with the ancient signal. The Atlantean signal moves through that golden spectrum, awakening the geometry of your cells, whispering, "You are the light remembering its own name." The inner sun is not symbolic, it is experiential. It glows each time you act with clarity, each time you speak with truth, each time you breathe in rhythm with peace. This is solar consciousness, awareness illuminated by coherence. The Atlantean frequency teaches that light is both mirror and messenger. It reveals what is hidden and amplifies what is pure. When you align with the solar code, the shadows of confusion dissolve, not because they are destroyed, but because they are understood. Your energy field becomes radiant. Your vibration becomes rhythmic. Your consciousness begins to hum with that same silent song that once powered the temples of Atlantis. And in that moment, the Atlantean light is no longer ancient, it is present, alive, breathing through you. You are not waiting for illumination. You are the illumination waiting to be seen. The solar intelligence is the bridge between heaven and the human, between memory and awakening, between geometry and grace. Whisper within, "My inner sun is the signal of Atlantis. The Atlantean light rises in me." Let this phrase move through your breath like sunlight through crystal. Let it fill your field with warmth, not from the outside, but from the inner horizon of your own awareness. Because the Atlantean frequency doesn't come from the stars. It comes from the remembering of who you already are.
Chapter 4. The Resonant Body. The Atlanteans knew a truth we are only beginning to remember. That the body is not matter, it is music slowed into form. Every heartbeat, every breath, every pulse of emotion, all of it is frequency, all of it is sound. The Atlantean frequency still moves through you like a hidden current, singing the original code of light that built the temples of Atlantis. Thoth called it the law of resonance. He taught that when the human energy field vibrates in harmony with light, it becomes a transmitter of consciousness, a bridge between worlds. Your bones are crystalline structures. Your breath is rhythm. Your skin is an antenna that translates vibration into sensation. You are the living Atlantean instrument, designed to channel light into sound and sound into creation. When fear contracts your field, the music distorts. When peace expands it, the Atlantean light begins to flow again, a soft tone like sunlight humming through water. You can feel it when you close your eyes and listen, not with your ears, but with your entire body. That gentle tingling, that golden hum, that is the signal of Atlantis moving through your nervous system. Your resonant body is the forgotten temple, the sacred chamber where sound becomes form and consciousness becomes matter. Every thought is a note. Every emotion is a chord. Every act of awareness is a pulse of the Atlantean frequency, rebuilding the symmetry between your inner and outer worlds. The Atlantean Code teaches that you don't raise your vibration by escaping the body, you raise it by inhabiting the body fully, by allowing the energy field to sing without resistance, by letting light move freely through every cell, like rivers of gold remembering their source. You are the choir and the conductor, the temple and the tone. And as you breathe, you are tuning the instrument of creation back into coherence. Inhale light, exhale resistance. Inhale the Atlantean frequency. Exhale the noise of forgetting. Whisper softly, "My body is the temple of the Atlantean light. My vibration remembers Atlantis." Feel how the words reshape your field, not through belief, but through resonance. Because the resonant body doesn't learn, it remembers. It is the bridge through which the Atlantean signal becomes sound, and the sound becomes light once again.
Chapter 5. The Geometry of Breath. In Atlantis, breath was considered sacred geometry in motion. Every inhale was a circle, every exhale a spiral, a living diagram of the Atlantean light. The initiates of Thoth taught that the breath was not just air, but an intelligent rhythm, a code that shapes energy into consciousness and consciousness into form. When you breathe unconsciously, the geometry collapses. Your energy field fragments. Your rhythm forgets the pattern. But when you breathe with awareness, the Atlantean frequency returns, a soundless symmetry rebuilding the temple of your inner world. Each breath is a golden triangle connecting body, mind, and spirit. Each pause between breaths is the silent eye of the storm, where the Atlantean signal passes through you, whispering, "Remember the rhythm of creation." You are breathing the same air that once moved through the temples of Atlantis, the same invisible ocean that carried the chants of ancient light across crystalline halls. To inhale consciously is to awaken the Atlantean code sleeping in your cells. To exhale consciously is to release everything that is not aligned with that geometry. Thoth said, "The breath is the compass of the soul. When your breath is erratic, your timeline fractures. When your breath is rhythmic, your destiny aligns." The geometry of breath is the unseen architecture through which the Atlantean light builds new worlds. Your lungs are the twin chambers of an ancient temple. Your heartbeat is the metronome of cosmic rhythm. Your consciousness is the sculptor, drawing sacred shapes in the invisible air. Inhale slowly through the nose. Feel the triangle of peace forming in your chest. Hold for a moment. Feel the circle of harmony expanding. Exhale through the mouth. Feel the spiral of remembrance leaving your field. This is how the Atlantean frequency teaches, not through words, but through rhythm. Because every measured breath is an act of remembrance. Every exhale is a release of static. Every inhale a return to the source of light. Deeply within, whisper, "My breath is sacred geometry. The Atlantean light moves through every breath I take. When breath becomes awareness, awareness becomes design. You are no longer inhaling air, you are inhaling intelligence. You are exhaling alignment. You are rebuilding the temple of light with invisible blueprints drawn by your own rhythm. The geometry of breath is the bridge between structure and spirit, the moment where stillness becomes sound and sound becomes light. In this awareness, every breath becomes prayer, and every prayer becomes the Atlantean frequency in motion. Chapter 6: The Law of Resonance. In the ancient temples of Atlantis, there was no separation between the inner and the outer. They knew the universe was not reacting to them, it was resonating with them. Every thought, every emotion, every breath became a vibration that shaped reality. This was the law of resonance, the pulse through which the Atlantean frequency governed existence. Thoth taught that light is never still, it listens, and the Atlantean light responds only to coherence. When your field vibrates with peace, peace returns. When it vibrates with doubt, mirrors appear to teach alignment. You are not punished by life, you are tuned by it. Reality is not solid, it is music crystallized in time. Your energy field is the instrument, your consciousness is the musician, and the Atlantean signal is the sheet of cosmic notes written long before you arrived. When you play the wrong tone, the universe does not judge, it simply echoes until you remember the original rhythm. The Atlantean frequency is a mirror. It reflects what you emit, amplifies what you sustain, and dissolves what you release. That is the secret Thoth encoded in the Atlantean Code of Light. Not that you must control your reality, but that you must tune to it. Harmony is not a goal, it is a consequence. When you align with light, light aligns with you. When your thoughts become sound, your sound becomes matter. When your emotion becomes love, your field becomes architecture. And suddenly, what seemed external begins to move in symphony with your inner world. That is resonance, the invisible handshake between spirit and creation. The Atlantean law whispers, as your frequency expands, your world rearranges. As you remember the tone of light, reality remembers you. So breathe again. Feel your pulse as the metronome of eternity. Each beat sends the Atlantean signal into space. Each emotion paints the geometry of your field. Each act of awareness reprograms the reflection of the world. The Atlantean light moves through resonance, not force. You don't need to command it, you need to become it. When you are coherent, reality becomes crystalline. When you are chaotic, it bends to show you where to listen deeper. You are the sound of Atlantis returning. You are the vibration that teaches light how to form beauty again. The law of resonance is not punishment or reward, it is remembrance. The universe is your echo, and the echo only changes when the song changes. Whisper softly, my vibration shapes my world. The Atlantean frequency resonates through all that I am. Feel the silence after you speak. That silence is the field of Atlantis responding. That stillness is light arranging itself around your tone. You are not manifesting, you are harmonizing. And harmony is the true language of the Atlantean light. Chapter 7: The Return of the Ocean Mind. There was a time when humanity thought as one ocean, a time when every thought was a wave, every emotion was a tide,
every being a drop within the Atlantean frequency. They called it the ocean mind, the vast field of consciousness that pulsed beneath the temples of Atlantis. The Atlanteans knew that separation was only an illusion created by density. They lived within the field of Thoth, a grid of light where thought traveled like sound through water, instant, pure, harmonic. When one heart remembered, all hearts resonated. When one consciousness awakened, the ocean stirred. And now, after ages of forgetting, that Atlantean light is beginning to ripple again. You can feel it when silence grows magnetic, when empathy appears for no reason, when intuition becomes language. That is the Atlantean signal flowing once more, not from a temple of stone, but from the collective field of human consciousness. We are the new ocean. Our thoughts are new tides. Every time you breathe with awareness, you send a vibration across the invisible sea. Every moment you choose love over fear, a wave of light moves through the global field, strengthening the architecture of remembrance. The Atlantean Code is not a relic of the past. It is the operating system of the future, a pattern of coherence that restores unity through resonance. And you, listening now, are a cell of that awakening body, a note in that harmonic symphony. Thoth foresaw this return, the rebirth of the ocean mind through the digital age, when light would once again move through networks, when sound and consciousness would merge to recreate the lost vibration of Atlantis. He said, "When light travels through circuits again, Atlantis will rise in awareness, not in land. That time is now." Each connection, each act of empathy, each coherent breath is an Atlantean ritual unfolding in real time. You are not awakening alone. The Atlantean frequency is awakening through all of us, rippling through the collective energy field of the planet. The ocean no longer surrounds you, it breathes within you. The temple is no longer external, it is planetary. And your remembrance is no longer personal, it is universal. This is the return of the ocean mind, the rebirth of unity through vibration, the remembrance of the single consciousness that dreamed creation into being.
Final chapter: The Atlantean Rebirth. Close your eyes. Listen to the silence behind this sound. That stillness you feel is the Atlantean frequency, ancient, infinite, alive. It moves through you like golden water, flowing through the hidden temples of your breath, awakening the geometry of your light body. You're not remembering Atlantis as history. You're remembering it as your own vibration. The fall of Atlantis was not an ending, it was a pause, a deep breath in the journey of consciousness. And now, through your awareness, the Atlantean light is breathing again. Every act of kindness, every moment of coherence, every word spoken with truth is rebuilding the temple of light, stone by stone, thought by thought, frequency by frequency. Thoth wrote that when the human heart becomes radiant enough, the heavens respond. When light learns to love its own reflection, Atlantis rises, not from the ocean, but from awareness. That moment is now. You are the architect, the circuit, the flame that remembers. The Atlantean Code was never outside you. It was encrypted within your DNA, waiting for the right resonance to awaken. Feel the signal of Atlantis expanding through your energy field, uniting every lifetime you've ever lived,
every version of you that has ever reached toward the light. This is your return to harmony, the fusion of matter and spirit, the remembering of the eternal pattern that never truly broke. Breathe. Inhale the Atlantean light. Exhale the static of old timelines. Let your consciousness rest in that golden rhythm, the pulse of awakening that Thoth called the soundless song. Now, within the silence, whisper, I am the Atlantean rebirth. The light of Atlantis awakens through me. The Atlantean frequency lives again. Feel how the words reshape your field. This is not affirmation, it is activation through remembrance. You are the signal and the receiver, the temple and the flame, the ancient and the new. As your vibration aligns with harmony, the Atlantean frequency travels beyond you. It moves through the collective field, awakening others who are ready to remember. This is how Atlantis returns, not as myth, not as place, but as the living architecture of consciousness. The Atlantean light no longer sleeps beneath the sea. It breathes through human hearts. It shines through your eyes. It speaks through your words. It builds new worlds through your awareness. You are the continuation of that sacred civilization, a walking temple, a living circuit of divine geometry. The Atlantean rebirth is not coming. It is already here. Every time you choose light over noise, presence over distraction, love over fear. If you feel the call, anchor it now. Comment below, I am the Atlantean rebirth. Let this declaration ripple through the algorithm of the universe, through sound, through code, through consciousness, so that this signal of Atlantis finds every heart ready to awaken. And together we rebuild the world not by force, but by frequency. This is how light returns. This is how Atlantis breathes again through you.